Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. I try my luck this time to yet again present you with some League Raid fights. I know you guys don't really like them that much because the League Raid fights videos perform the worst, and it kind of makes sense because a big part of my audience is new or newer players, and with new players in League Raids is kind of a love-hate relationship because they are kind of forced to hit above their pay grades in a lot of scenarios, because normally as a new player you would wanna, for optimal gameplay and more enjoyable experience, fight lower tier rates, like start at tier 2 or tier 3 until you get some characters and pick up the pace. But the problem with that is the rewards are garbage and that leads to unoptimal progress. So to have the optimal progress, and this is by all means the right thing to do, you're going to join at the very least a tier 6 league, and for the first few weeks or maybe few months of playing the game you're going to get totally dunked on by the League Raid bosses. So I can understand why some of you, or a lot of you, might not like League Raids that much, but nevertheless we're going to get into some League Raid fights here and see how it goes. So first up we have the Last of Joker team versus Grodd here. We have all blades on Last of Joker, we have Dark Mail cards on EPI to guarantee the crits while he's in the corner, and we just had a Flash that died 3 times, so great job Flash. That's putting us at 5 passive stacks of Last of Joker. We got EPI back in there with a swipe down. Joker back in there, another special 2, ring-ish the combo. EPI back in there, swipe right, tap 3 times and swipe down, and you block the first 2 hits, and then you're going to do a tagging from a block. And I could combo and chop here. I mean, I have the option to at the very least attempt to combo interrupt, but I don't really feel like I need to, and I've always said this. Only try to go for the hard path in terms of gameplay if you feel like you need it, if you feel like that will add more damage to the fight, and if you feel like that's necessary, definitely go for it. But I want to take the safe route here because it doesn't matter, we're going to easily totally annihilate this dude. Like, the performance of the League of Anarchy in League Raids is just more than enough for tier 8 since the introduction of North Snow Globe. This is one of the reasons why I really want to see higher tier League Raids, because we've reached the point where people can pretty much solo tier 8 League Raids. So yeah, can we please get that? That would be great. So yeah, this is the not really flawless but reasonable one-shot of Boss Gorilla Grodd. Now moving on to the next fight. We have Boss Superman here. I mean, Boss Dr. Fate, excuse me. We're using Classic Superman to reduce the defense, and Classic Wonder Woman to allow us to have some more crit damage with Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze in League Raids does well enough despite his only 25% chance to freeze, because when he freezes that's going to be great. Obviously if you have Beta Club, if you don't have Beta Club he might do something in Soul Raids, but in League Raids with that low chance of freeze he's gonna be dog shit. I'm sorry to break it to you. But yeah, as I said, Mr. Freeze will take a lot of advantage from higher star ratings. And while for some people he might do tons of damage with this team, for me it's not gonna be that much damage actually. I wanted to benchmark him and see how much he does with kind of proper gameplay, because I did try him here and it didn't go well in previous fights, because I did not know how to play him. Now I have a little bit of a better understanding, so I can do a little bit of a better job at it, so we're trying to see how much damage we can actually get here. He's frozen yet again, try to do a jump attack. But yeah, in League Raids it matters even far more, because in Soul Raids he still slaps ass. Like with this team setup, he's going to get 300 mil, 400 mil, and if you put Raven in there, it's gonna be pretty much a guaranteed one-shot from 2 billion health. But in League Raids that's going to be a little bit different, because Beta Club needs a high enough base attack to go up from. And that's not gonna be the case for him in League Raids, especially at this low star ratings. So yeah, 44 mil, that's gonna not be enough. Silver Bench is still going to be my go-to for Dr. Fate, because since the Dark Mail cards, she can easily do 50 mil against Dr. Fate with the guaranteed crits. So yeah, definitely not really gonna use him anymore here. And giving him Brainiac would have been a waste, because Brainiac goes with Manta and that pretty much guarantees a one-shot on a target, while I don't know that he had a guarantee one-shot even with Brainiac in there. We have here Batman Catwoman, not off to the best starts in the world, but not yours. Like, look, Catwoman is at the very least alive. If she's alive, we've seen worse than that. We're going to have a Beta Club match here yet again. Combo and chopped again. We have him in the corner. We're going to look for high dot values, and after we have gotten that high dot value, we're going to pretty much try to keep it, run its course, spam the special tree so we increase our lethal attack damage. Super move being done to us, re-engage the combo. Combo and chopped again. Special tree in there. We get him back in the corner where we want him. Combo and chopped again, combo and chopped again, special 2. Combo and chopped again, combo and chopped again, combo and chopped yet again into another special tree. Combo and chopped. Looking for a good dot value. For some reason, towards the end of the fights, the dot values just shit themselves and they are just not high. I don't know. Or maybe for his last, let's say, 10 to 20% of health. And that was a lot of cause to missing one-shots in previous fights. But here we actually managed to kill him. I mean, it's not the first time I one-shot him. Beta Club is at level 8, by the way. But nevertheless, it's something that doesn't happen every single time. Now here's another fight, this from the secondary account, so this is how I'm able to use Classic Superman. Also, we'll have some fights like those four are from the same raid, but then we'll have some too that's worse from previous raids, so it's not everything in the same raids as a reference to seeing characters repeat themselves. So here we have Collector vs Superman with Dark Mail cards level 3, though I have put in his build, as I have explained in my previous video, crits to overlap enough to 500 crit damage, so this is a 500 crit damage Collector vs Superman. At 4 stars, we're giving him Brainiac, so we're already giving him kind of the best tools out there, and he has a Classic Superman in there for the reduction on Captain Cold. Brainiac's got the Firebox just because I wanted to prevent him from dying, and there was not much I could do from the secondary account artifact roster for him. So this is going to be pretty much bare bones Collector vs Superman. Like if you slap together a team from your roster, you most likely could match this team. So it's not gonna be anything amazing or impressive. And he's only 4 stars, so yet again giving him a lot of benefit of the doubts from that regard, because at higher star rating you have higher base attack, and base attack, as I said, matters a lot in league rates. And that's the choice between Dark Metal cards and All Blades. I might have done better with All Blades, and I might try this fight again with All Blades on Collector vs Superman and Dark Metal cards on Brainiac. But just wanted to see how it goes with 500% crit damage. Bringing it back in there, trying to get all the lethal stacked, and I didn't have the most optimal gameplay in terms of stacking lethal with Brainiac. I could have done it a little bit sooner, but I guess reducing the defense at the start also eats some time of the fight compared to other fights when I actually do it. Special train there. Combo and chopped. Actually, no combo and chopped. We're still not done with the lethal stacks. Boy, it took us a long time this fight. Like, we're only at 8 stacks and there's only 1 minute left. So yet again, we're getting most out of Brainiac's passive already. Like, we were at 70% efficiency for a while, so it doesn't really matter that much that we took a little bit more. Brainiac back in there, special 1. Yeah, that's gonna be the last we see Brainiac in here, hopefully. Special 1 in there, combo and chopped. Into a special 3. There we go, 1 mil damage there, combo and chopped again. The damage on basic attack hits is not too bad for league rate standards, actually. To an extent, not even for soul rate standards, because this is comparable to how much Justice Flash did on basic attack hits and soul rates with the artifact bonuses and all that. Yeah, I could have played this fight better. I guess I could have optimized it a little more, but this can be as far as Collector vs Superman goes. And look, I could be like at this point, look guys, he did 16 mil damage. That's actually a pretty decent amount of damage. He might be a damage dealer for league rates. OP, nah, it's garbage. Like nowadays, that amount, it's garbage. Like maybe 2 years ago in tier 8, you would have looked at that and been like, I guess if you're missing a team or something, you can do that. And you can use him if you're missing a team in league rates, but it's nothing. That damage is nothing. Like, if a character breaches 30 mil damage nowadays in league rates, it's gonna be like the 7th or 8th best choice. So it's not that much damage. Though yet again, he most likely will do better with a higher star rating and even higher dark metal cards, because even though we got the 500% crit damage, having the higher level dark metal cards would have allowed us to have 2 more attack rolls on the gears, and as I said, attack matters. But yeah, it is what it is. And honestly, I'm not really disappointed in him, because I was actually expecting him to do much worse. I was expecting to see numbers comparable to 10 mil, 12 mil. So when I saw 16 mil, okay, you do you, my dude. You did actually better than expected. Still not good by any margin, but better than expected. But yeah, here we have a phase 3 fight with Baron who laughs and Deathstroke. We need to be careful with this one, because this is a tricky one. We actually need Deathstroke to die, but not die before we want him to. And in this fight, it will be a little bit of a struggle to keep ourselves alive. So we have Jon Steel Green Lantern, so at the very least we don't need to worry about the hazards power draining us. Another special 2 in there. Another special 2 in there. Yeah, that's about it for the base Deathstroke. Actually, no. One more. That was 2.5. I'm not sure we're done yet. Another one. Yeah, we were done. Now we can let him die, so we can try to get some out of the clones. Like, the clones are not gonna have a great time against this dude, because he can use abilities from range all day. So I'm down there. If we bait the special 2 at certain points, then we can definitely take advantage of that. There's special 2 in there. The special 1 is kind of bad because it hits you with the last part no matter where you are. And after I was gonna say we can tank like the first part of it, but as soon as we step on one dot hazard with the clone, it's over for that clone. Another special 2, like this clone did well. It definitely exceeded my expectations in terms of survival. But then it got power drained by that hazard because the passive of Jon Steel Green Lantern does not apply to it, and I forgot to keep that in mind. Okay, re-engage the combo there. Again, trying to not get in that hazard. Another special 2 in there. And maybe I should have left it to die at this point, but it died regardless. And I did not want to dodge that special 2. That special 2 dodge was actually unfortunate there, because if we didn't dodge that special 2 because of his class transition, maybe we would have been able to get this additional special 2 in there. But nevertheless, this went to an extent better than expected too. I was expecting my whole team to die at random points. It's another fight against phase 3. And look, there is people out there who are going to be able to easily destroy phase 3 with Kinflant, Sacom, and Raven Beta Club. They're going to be able to easily destroy that. But that's not me, guys, so we're going to do our best here, and it's not gonna be anything spectacular. It's gonna be more than a phase 3 one-shot. I wouldn't have even included it if that was not the case, but it'll be full of sloppy gameplay and poor choice in terms of artifacts. Like, I think I have the Entropy on Raven, and it's a little bit overkill, because we could have purposefully avoided the dot hazards. Like, it's justifiable to have the Entropy on Raven if I was to not have Jon Steel Green Lantern in there to avoid the power drain, or at the very least reduce it. But we can just avoid the dot hazards, and they wouldn't have been that big of a deal anyway. Special 1 there. King back in, jump attack, special 2. Raven back in there, back off from there. Block that last part of the special 1. Another special 1 to reapply the darkness. Last transition, we're going to block here, King in there, jump attack, special 2. And we're already at 3 mil dot damage, so at this point it was going well enough. Like, despite my best efforts, phase 3 was actually going down at a reasonable pace. Gonna back off with Raven there, King jump attack, special 2. And I did a mistake of doing a special 3 at some point. I should have saved that up for phase 3. For phase 4, excuse me. So right now we're in phase 4, and we need to be kind of careful, because he's got the thingy where he kills us if he gets to full power. And in that regard, I should have definitely gone ahead and had Sword of Sin on Raven. That would have helped out a lot. But Supreme of Kinflant Sacrament is gonna kind of sort that out for us, though it's not the most reliable thing in the world. Raven in there. Special 1. Engage the combo, another special 1. Also, Sword of Sin reduces armor, and yeah, I messed up the tag in there. This was terrible. This was the worst play of the video, my dudes. Boy, like, I did not deserve to live after that one. I was actually kind of mad I did not die there. And that kind of messed up our damage because we took a little bit of a detour in terms of applying our dots and all that stuff. Special tree in there, gonna back off a bit. We have the 3 mil dot damage, but the time is not gonna be on our side. And we're gonna get pretty close to killing this, but not close enough. So yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you would actually like to see more League Raids gameplay. If you really enjoy this, because I really don't know about League Raid videos here. But yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching it again, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. And yeah, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it as well. Goodbye!
This is the future.